probably, I went into more details in the notes than we need to, but okay. So the C preprocessor is the first stage of compilation. Okay. There are 11 preprocessor directives, which begin with this pound sign, and they occupy at least the entire line. Those are the preprocessor directives. You might find some other ones like pound comment, those are usually extensions that the compiler gives you and are not defined by the language. File inclusion, this is the most first one that you have to learn. Okay. Sometimes you'll see this, like it'll have these angle brackets, and other times you'll see these quotation marks. Angle bracket should be used for system include files, and quotes for your own applications include files. But in the end, the difference between these two forms is compiler dependent. Okay? So what should you put in the header files? You should put things like macros and constants and type defs and so on. And especially your class definitions usually would go in the header file. Don't put things like global variable definitions in the header file, because if you define a variable in the header file and two files include it, then that variable gets defined twice. Okay? Similarly with function definitions, it has the same problem. Okay, pound define is called an object macro expansion. I had to look up what these things are called. It's amazing. Okay, pound define has two forms, the object type expansion and the function type expansion. Object type expansion associates a replacement list with an identifier, like this. Pound define identifier replacement list. Simplest way would you say pound define hello, and then whenever you see hello, it gets replaced with whatever comes after it. So you can do this, and it would work great. Okay. Notice the little semicolon here. Since I didn't put the semicolon here, I didn't put it down here. It's just a straight up replacement. Okay. If def is pretty easy to understand. So you can use if def, and so on. Anyways, if you use if instead of if def, you need to put a constant expression here. So integer expression. And the preprocessor will evaluate the integer expression. You can't put floating point in there. Okay. You can use a certain limited set of operations, such as integer arithmetic and logical operators. And you can use this special defined operator to tell if a symbol has been defined in the preprocessor. So for example, like this. So foo is defined. These are equivalent if def foo, if defined foo. Okay. So an example, define hello, pound define hello. There's no replacement list here, so it's defined, but it's replaced with nothing. So this if defined hello would evaluate to true, so this program would print out hello world. Okay. We could do it this way as well. Pound define hello 1. So now we have a replacement list for hello, which is 1. So I can go pound if hello, hello gets replaced with 1. I get pound if 1, which is true, so this will also print hello world. But you can't do it this way. Pound define hello without a replacement list. So hello gets replaced with nothing, and you can't have just pound if. Okay, so the recommended way that people usually do it is this way. I've come to this conclusion. This is the preferred way to do it. And you can do it this way if you want, but after many years of laboring over this trouble, I've found that this way is the best way to do it. Okay. Predefined symbols. So your compiler probably comes with some predefined symbols. For example, MSC Ver. If you're using the Microsoft Visual Studio compiler, this will be defined, and then you can do this. Right? It will print out that you're using the Microsoft compiler. If you're using the GNU compiler, this symbol will be defined, and then you know that you're using GNU. Okay, pound include guards. These prevent include files from being included twice. So, example. Suppose we have foo1.h, which has a constant defined in it. Foo2.h includes foo1.h, and main.c includes both of them. Okay. What will happen is that we get the constant definition from this include, and then for this one, it includes foo1, which also includes these. So this causes no end of trouble because your constant has been defined twice, it doesn't compile. So that's why you use these include guards. Maybe you've seen them, probably you've seen them at the top of the file. And this says that if foo1_h is not defined, then we include all of this stuff. If it is defined, nothing gets included because the whole file is inside of this if and not. Okay? So that ensures that foo1_h, the contents can only be included once. Okay. So far so good. Function macro expansion. So we can create function style macros with pound_define. They look like a function, but they're just more substitution. The actual arguments to a function type macro are replicated within the substituted code. So for example, pound_define is even. We can tell it's a function type macro because there's an argument list right after the identifier. So it gets replaced with this, but the argument list is substituted in. So when we do this, h plus 1 gets substituted in, and we get this code. Okay? In the above example, it was expanded to an expression, but it could be expanded to any code fragment, so we could do like this, right? And use something which looks like Fortran. Okay. String operator. String operator converts the operand into a quoted string. So in this case, the operand is A. So pound A is a quoted string with the contents of A between quotation marks. Okay, so let's see how this works. So if I call debug with X, this pound A will get substituted with quote X quote, double quotes out of it. Okay. So we would get a printout X equals, and then the second substitution happens without the quotes, so we just get X. Got that? So it's going to print out X equals 3. Okay. And similarly like this, right? Okay, the paste operator. Paste operator concatenates two tokens into a single token. All right, so some underscore will get concatenated with A after A is substituted. A gets substituted, the two tokens get concatenated to a single token. Got it? Okay.